Engines link.
Yeah, Dave Simmons really going to have to get some stuff going on here if he wants to progress into the top 6. This is top 9 superboat style. John Berry doing the navigational duties. Oh, big back off the front corner. That is the best. He's done that hairpin all day. They've really considered that.
Oh, mate, pulled out of the juice. It seemed to work for him. Carried the boat speed. I like what I saw, so let's push them well going forward.
I think that in some aspects, if you just can't nail that hairpin, erring on the side of caution and just easing off the accelerator before you get in there is a good way to go. And the time says that is right with a 38.719. That's one of Dave's best splits of the day. Ali just beat his wife into the top 9. Dave Simmons into the line now. The time without beat is a 53.102.
Well,
so that is his best time of the day by over half a second.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking here at the ramp and looking his left. Obviously, I can hear the big Ford, the supercharged machine, about to come out next. No, it actually is Paddy Hayden next, actually. I'm so happy to see Paddy Hayden here. This is his brand new boat. He turned up here, Group B champion 3 times in a row. Here in a superboat today for the first time, and he has made the top 6. In fact, he has been 5th fastest to now. So let's see what he's got left. We know he likes to charge and charge hard. Have a look at the green bit of skunk sitting on top of his helmet. The scud. Paddy.
Yeah, I tell you, Paddy Hayden looking a lot calmer coming to the start shoot this time around.
Oh, yes. Not all arms and legs.
And certainly not purple in the face as we saw him. But Paddy Hayden with Cole Hayden, his son, in alongside him. Not the best. I've seen him do that right-hander.
No, didn't think he had enough boat speed going into that. I'm not sure that was his best effort there.
Yeah, Paddy Hayden just doesn't seem to have the zoom about it at the moment.
Starting to get into his work now. Might have left it a bit run. I thought he was a bit gentle the way he left the start gate. He didn't have that aggression. He needed to be on that pedal early.
Yeah, maybe he's just sort of got into the zen moment after that little bit of blood pressure rise in the last run. The split is a 38.469. He's done better than that.
Yeah, a little bit of work to do. Still tidy coming home. A little bit more to work to go yet. I don't know. There's some fast-looking machines still to come. Let's see what's going on. Here's the finish.
He made pretty well. That's 52.554. So he was 1.3 seconds or something. I think I got completely quicker than the last bloke. I just got lost there. Oh, and he's up in the grass. I took my eye off the track and he's parked it up over there. Has Paddy Hayden. Well, he posted a time. So we better play a bit of beach jazz, bro. Then we'll take a quick break, get some fresh water into the throats of the commentators. All right, so we will effect the rescue of Paddy Hayden. We'll just throw a little bit of music on at the moment and come back to you with more of the top 9 unlimited methanol sucking monsters that are the superboats. Hanson now out on track. Julianne Shanks is doing the navigational duties. This man with a 500 cubic inch engine has been doing a wonderful job all day. Very, very consistent.
Oh, beautiful job of that hairpin, KB. That's really, really slick work out there from Aaron Hansen earlier, getting into his work early.
The last 3 runs have been in the 51s, so very consistent indeed. Dual Tech Consultants on board. Now into the all-important split. It is a 37.608.
Very tidy.
So that is the quickest we've seen at this stage in the top 9 unlimited. Down to the line, Aaron Hansen, and another 51. 4 times in a row, he's run a 51. That time, a 51.315. He's quicker than Paddy Hayden by 1.2 seconds.
How frustrated is he going to be when he looks at that timesheet and know that he's just hitting 51 after 51? He would have tried a few changes, maybe some fins, maybe some blades, but he keeps hitting that 51. He needs that extra second. Let's see what's going to. Here comes the Ford fans. Listen to this.
This will be good. This boat has had fuel pressure issues. It has been confirmed in the transition from the right-hander into the left-hander. Richard Murray last time out was a little bit concerned about it. He's just been sent back. The red light was brought on.
Yeah, they sent him back. I don't know what's going on. They must be clearing something out of the track.
Can't see anything out on the track, but mind you, I'm not looking. All right, so now
we're back on. He's
has
back.
That upset the mindset of one Richard Murray, the local man? You can't get more local than owning the track. So Richard Murray, he's out of the blocks. Very, very quick.
Tell you what, he looks so focused. To turn a guy around then is a bad thing, but look at this hairpin. Lifts and drives out of it beautifully.
I tell you, he's driving it like it's a rental car.
A rental car from Cut Price Rentals, they all go well as well.
An unshaven plug there from Shrek in this exciting run. Richard Murray and Steve Edmonds, the split. 36.502. That is a quick split, the quickest we've seen so far in this top 9.
I love it. He's pulled it all, but Haas goes through the middle, but he hangs on, brings it around now to the home.
50.463. That's his quickest time of the day.
I tell you what, he is knocking on the door. That is brilliant driving from the Wanganui man. I tell you what, he is knocking on the door of that 49 club, and I can see 2 pull-outs of the throttle there. He has got it. I tell you what, he has got it in him. The Green Meaner Machiner has got plenty left.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That boat has 1,500 plus horsepower. So he's really going to start rattling the cages of the boys that are currently at the top. It looks to me like they've got that fuel pressure issue well and truly sorted. Last time out, he was hesitant going into that right left-hander and fanned himself into the reverse part of the speed bowl at the top part of the track and was a bit out of shape. But now we go Blake Bryant, Kate Hoogerbrug, Bars Bugs, the people from Houston.
This will be red hot. There's no doubt about that. Blake knows how to get in there, and he will want to be right in the club. He will be hunting the 49s. We know how close he's been. What's he got left? I love how he's done this hairpin again, making it look easy.
Every time they come out of that hairpin, there's just a heap of water rolls over now and straight onto their lap. That's they're not worried about. There was a young man earlier who was calling that boat 52 was going to take the chocolates. Well, the way this is going, he'll be around there, 36.703.
Oh, that is quick.
He is quicker.
That is super quick. And Richard Murray, we just saw Blake has been struggling to get out of that 50 club. What's he got left?
Oh, he struggles as well with a 50.710. In fact, he was 0.2 slower than Richard Murray at the split. But it is Richard Murray at the top with a 50.4 54.63. Blake Bryant, 50.710. So, yeah, you try to grab Richard Murray down there, grab him up there.
I've got him, mate. He's looking. I've got the local hero, and he's getting out of the boat, so let's hear what he's got to say, mate. His heart will be still pumping. He looks pretty happy in there.
Oh, let's just hope it's not gibberish.
Baden Gray heading on out, the Vickers man. This is all on. We'll let Baden run, and then we'll get a quick word with Richard.
All right, Baden Gray, Vickers Aircraft, Darren Toddy Todd doing the navigational duties. And I tell you what, Baden a lot better into that hairpin. He knew that he had to turn right there instead of running. Oh no, there is the magic smoke pouring out of the Vickers aircraft machine. And as we know, when they run on magic smoke and when the smoke lets go, that is the end of it. So that is the end of the day for Baden Gray. That is incredibly disappointing.
Wow, that's amazing. We've just seen this Richard Murray behind us, the local legend. And I tell you what, driving that supercharged Ford, there's a big crowd behind you up there, mate. And you're delivering it. And tell us about it. That was a great run.
Yeah, just having problems with fuel at the beginning of the day, but I think we've got that sorted now. Hopefully we can go a little bit better next time. Don't know if I'm going to change anything or not. Just try and do that again, I think, and see how we go.
Oh, mate, you certainly know this track. Baden Gray just coming out. I mean, that's a real upset, isn't it? I mean, we expected to see him there. I'm sure you did. But, I mean, what's that? What are your thoughts there? I mean, obviously, clearly you've got more in you, and it looks really good. The boat's sounding magic. But what's your thoughts with Baden Gray gone?
Oh, yeah, commiserations to Baden. You know, it's not the nicest thing when you're competing like this and you come out, especially in eliminations, because that city's on the trailer now. But, I mean, that's racing. It's the way it goes. It can happen to any one of us at any time, really.
Absolutely. I mean, I've watched him all day. He's been focused, super focused, staring at the back of his trailer, hardly breathing in his helmet. He has been a man possessed and driving somewhat like it. You've been battling fuel problems, but coming through the field the whole time, you can hear the big girl revving. The big Ford, I tell you what, I've never seen it go so fast, mate, and it's a credit to you. So keep on. We're all behind you. Keep on charging. The owner of the track, get him behind him, Richard Murray. Commiserations, Baden, but Richard Murray, he's got a bit more left.
Thanks, guys. Hope you can do it for the next one.
Yeah, fantastic. So Wanganui, get behind that man, and well, I tell you what, that is going to be exciting. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Baden Gray and Darren Todd. Very disappointing end of their day. So, well, that is certainly bad news. And look, Richard Murray was so polite there about commiserations to Baden Gray. I reckon 4 beers in tonight and there'll be none of that.
Mate, I've seen those guys texting in on Facebook and they sledge each other to the max. So I think the old gentleman's cricket's about to come unfold. So let's see what's left.
I think initially you go, oh, that's a bit of bad luck, mate. And then after that, that's when the ribbing really starts, doesn't it? And I can tell you, there is plenty of ribbing that goes on into the pit and paddock area here. And it is actually huge. And it's very, very funny to see these blokes just throw so much crap at one another.
Oh. You look down at this ramp here, and I can see 3 boats to run in the super boats here. I'm pretty sure if there's a third, I can't quite see behind Rob's flag, but certainly the L-Therm boat. We've been watching Glen Head all day. Absolutely been blindingly fast. Rob Coley, who's been nipping at the heels in a brand new boat, who's almost caught him, but sitting on the heels of it. So it is just unfolding. Baden Gray was really chasing hard, but he's just left. He's basically charged out for the night and gone, but we still have Richard Murray, who is hanging in there by the skin of the teeth. And let's not forget Nick Berryman, Nick with the big berries, Berryman, who's left on the ramp, currently number 3 in the world and 2NZ, and that's his motor that is just fired up.
Yeah, the 410 Whipple Supercharged Chev, and well, I tell you what, some people suggested coming into the Worlds. I put him in as my dark horse for the Worlds, and given that he's got those runs on the board, he's certainly got to be featuring in today's proceedings come the top 3, I would suggest. But when you've got the likes of Richard Murray now stepping up with that last run, you've still got Glen Head and Rob Coley. It is going to be tight. There is no doubt about that.
Well, they've got super calm water. They've got what the doctor ordered. The sun is shining. It is getting hotter. The action is getting faster. Nick Berryman has got everything he wants here, and that is smooth water, fast time. Let's see what he's got. 49, he hasn't quite hit there yet. Is it coming now?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've maintained your hydration levels out there this afternoon. And just a quick bit of information, we will be at Merry on the middle of February. We will then be back here. Well, actually, we'll be at Hastings on the 5th of March, and we'll be back here on the 30th of March for the night round as well. So keep that in your calendar. Don't forget that the 21st of January, we've got Plumber Dan's river rafting race. So get involved in that. There'll be plenty of flyers down in town. Build yourself a raft and get involved. I reckon that is going to be an absolute cracker at event. But it is now back to jet sprinting. NZ Riverjet, Nick Berryman, Rochelle Berryman. And Nick Berryman, even at the World Series, the first time on the track at both the events, the Keith event and the Camarita event, he just went out super hard, and that's exactly what he's done right from the outset today. Just gets his eye in nice and early and just continues on with that. So into the nut, the squeeze, it gets tight at the end there. Into this left-hander, we are going to see this run as he comes towards commentary now. The sprint is good. It is a 37.082. Probably not as low as he'd like to go.
No, he's got a bit of work left, but he's still going to be tidy. Not going to be a sub 50, but right there to get to the next line.
Yeah, that's a 50.699. So he puts himself into P2 quicker than Blake Bryant and Aaron Hansen. It is now David Simmons sitting on the bubble.
Wow, he came home strong there, didn't he? That split was a little bit down, but he really finished well with Nick Berryman then. I don't know, he seemed a bit sluggish at the start. I thought he powered out of that turn one. He lifted the throttle, cost him a little bit there. A little bit of work to do on turn one.
This is where the time of the day, ladies and gentlemen, some of these guys go, you know what, I'm just going to ease off coming into this part of the course. We have seen somebody have a major mistake on that and just try to get through one of the rounds and into the next sort of top six, didn't we, Leighton?
Oh, absolutely. And she's back down here on the ramp right now, mate, with new spark plugs in. I'm waiting to see this engine start.
All right, now we are going Mouthfresh racing with the man from Mouthfresh, Rob Coley. The Mad Dog has spun it. Oh, that has cost him plenty.
Oh, no, not the dream start from the Mad Dog. He's got to be careful the red mist doesn't take over here.
Yeah, very surprising mistake there for Rob Coley. Got a lot of water over the bow and the exit of the hairpin as well. So I saw him just hesitate a little bit on that wheel. And wow, he's going to have to do a fair bit of chase, but remember that Dave Simmons has got a total time of 53. Rob Coley just needs to come in under that. He didn't lose 3 seconds. The split was a 37.349.
Nothing wrong with the split. He's still charging, even with a cock up like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's angry. He's the angry man, Rob Coley. Oh, and a 50.720 after a disastrous first corner puts himself into P4.
Oh, how do you get out of jail like that? That was incredible. Normally, most boaties would crumble and fall out, and we've seen Rob have the red mist, but to get out of jail with that was an amazing drive, and it just goes to show how good he's come on, how good that boat is, and how much the coaching's going today.
Wow, I would have expected him to be comatose in the corner crying for his mum after that first corner, but he's carried on with that very nicely indeed. Now it is L-Therm Window Systems, Glenn Head at the helm, Haley Todd doing the navigational duties. The quickest man all day is this man on the water, and he's just dived the bow of the boat in around that right-hander.
1,750 horsepower, big block twin turbo, and look at it, it just powers its way around, 9-inch pump. It looks, it's all water. That's right, you can't see too much, but I can tell you it's going quick.
Yeah, absolutely, he's going quick. And well, Glenn Head, geez, the boat is just pushing so much water. There are just moments of glimpses of colour through the white water as it's thrown up. Oh, the split is a 35.422.
I told you here was all water. 35. Here it comes. The 48 club's about to be clapped. Get ready.
Glenn Head across the line. Oh, 48.792. 48.792. Phenomenal.
Oh, look, we talked about it earlier. I think you're 48.2 and I'm 48.5.
Well, he's still not there, is he, though? That's not good enough, is it?
No, not close enough. No one wins out of that, mate, but that's exciting stuff. He's put the hammer down. He's put the pace on. That's the end of Superboats.
All right, so here's how the top six will look from slowest to fastest. The end of Paddy Hayden, the end of Dave Simmons, the end of Baden Gray. It goes Aaron Hansen, Rob Coley, Blake Bright, Nick Berryman, Richard Murray, and that man, Glenn Head, into the top six of the unlimited category.
I'll see if I can get Glenn. I'll grab his attention and just see if we can. I don't know how he's going to go so close to the final wanting a chat, but I'll try my luck. But look, talking about luck, I'm looking down here on the ramp.